Hello everyone, I'm Youta Noboru from Tokyo Denki University. Today I would like to talk about our research titled Joint Optimization of Camera Model and Deep Neural Network for Image Recognition. This is a collaborative work with Professors Yuko and Masayuki. Today, most image recognition uses standard commercial cameras, as shown in a diagram. A camera captures light with an image sensor and an ISP processes it. This generates an image optimized for human visual perception. However, what looks good to a human eyes is not necessarily ideal for machine learning model. There have been previous studies tackling this issue. Many researchers have proposed joint optimization, where the ISP and the deep neural network (DNN) are trained together. But shown in a diagram, they keep the image sensor fixed. They just use standard commercial cameras. In contrast to previous studies, we focus on optimizing the image sensor. So the goal of our research is to optimize the whole pipeline for image recognition. We train the image sensor, the ISP, and the DNN jointly. Here is an overview of our proposed approach. We jointly optimize the camera model and the DNN. The camera model has two parts, an image sensor and an ISP. For joint optimization, we made the whole camera model differentiable. This lets us backpropagate the loss from the DNN to the ISP and image sensor. Next, I will explain how we modeled each component. First, let's look at the image sensor model. We use a simple 3-channel sensor without demotaking. Equation 1 shows how we get low RGB value. It combines the camera sensitivity and the light from the scene. For our hyperspectral data, we use equation 2. The key point is that we make the camera sensitivity a learnable parameter. In practice, this is implemented using point-wise convolution. Next, let's look at the ISP model. The first step is color correction. As shown in equation 3, we use a 3x3 color correction matrix, or CCM. This matrix M is also a learnable parameter. It helps the network find the best color for the task. The second step is gamma correction. It is a brightness. As shown in equation 4, it is a power function with a parameter gamma. However, we encountered signal challenge here. Look at the graph. When the input is near 0, the derivative goes to infinity. This causes gradient explosion and that makes training very unstable. To address this challenge, we propose derivative clipping. The idea is simple. In the forward path, we use the normal power function, but in the backward path, we limit the derivative. As shown in equation 5, we clip it a maximum value theta. Look at the red line graph. This effectively prevents gradient explosion. We evaluated our method on two standard recognition tasks, image classification and object detection. We compare 4 setups. First is the baseline. It uses a fixed commercial camera. Next are two partial methods. Joint optimization ISP trains the ISP and the DNN. Joint optimization CSS trains the image sensor and the DNN. Finally, our method trains all components, the image sensor, the ISP, and the DNN. For dataset, we require hyperspectral images to simulate the sensing process. For classification, we use the HFT100 dataset, performing tasks on flower classification and leaf classification. For object detection, we use the hyperpenguin dataset, which contains hyperspectral images of penguins. Here are the results for the classification task. We tested 3 different DNN architectures, ResNet 18, VIT S16, and SE ResNet 50. All models were initialized with ImageNet pre-trained weights. The camera parameters were also initialized using the Canon 500D profile. Look at the table. Our method achieves the highest accuracy in almost all cases. It outperforms the commercial baseline and the single component optimizations. However, the improvements are small. We think the datasets are too simple. They cannot show the full benefit of a joint optimization. Let's look at the generated images. The images on the left are from the standard Canon 500D. The images in the middle are optimized for flowers. The images in our right are optimized for leaves. You can see differences in tone and contrast. For example, look at the right images. It enhances the contrast of green leaves. This shows our model around the important features for each task. Next, we conducted an aberration study. We used the leaf dataset and ResNet 18. Please look at the table. With CSS optimization, the accuracy jumps up. Adding CCM and gamma optimization makes it even better. Finally, here is the result for the object detection task. In this task, the benefit of our approach was very clear. Our method achieved an average precision of 78.18%. This is a substantial improvement, 2.67 points higher than the fixed commercial camera baseline of Canon 500D. In conclusion, we propose a joint optimization method for a camera model and a DNN. Our experiments showed good results. Our approach improves accuracy for the classification and the detection. Most importantly, optimizing the CSS is a key. It is more effective than optimizing only the ISP. In future work, we plan to add demozaking and the more complex ISP functions. If you have any question, please mail to us. Thank you very much for your kind attention.